Okay, here we go. So this is the end of day 2. So the story leading up to my terrible inner soul related incident, I actually felt quite good this morning, considering how freaking knackered I was at the end of yesterday. I'd recovered pretty well, and we started off the race with this crazy run up a sandy slope. Which is pretty cool, actually. It was kind of fun, just sand flying everywhere. And I actually wanted to get up there pretty quick, although I wanted to take it easier today, because there was rumours about there being a single track on the other side, and I didn't want to get stuck. So burn up there, ended up on what ended up being a road, so it was totally fine. And things got pretty bad. It was a lot of sand dunes today. My worst incident of the day is that I got to checkpoint 1 and felt a bit of a hot spot between my toes, and a toe that I taped up yesterday with some of the tape that this apply here. The tape had come off, and the rubbing of tape had basically ripped a hole in the side of my big toe. So it's a place I wouldn't ever normally get a blister, yet it's a blister that's properly got a bit of skin hanging off, which isn't ideal. Kind of got me a bit down, because not only did I waste like 10 minutes or so getting it sorted out in dock trotters at the checkpoint, but also just like having to deal with that for the rest of the week is going to be pretty rubbish. My toes aren't in the best state after today. I've got quite a few little blisters, but I've got quite bad ones on my little toes, and now that one on the inside of my toe. So I feel like at this stage they're probably going to hold up, but it's going to get more and more uncomfortable, I think, and potentially more blisters if today's anything to go by. So yeah, after that checkpoint, I carried on. Things got harder, so sandy, like really, really hard day. It got really hot because we were out there longer today as well. But then after all of the sand dunes with completely knackered legs, so about 35 kilometers in, no, maybe 34 kilometers in, we then summited a huge jebel. So it's the massive, it's kind of like a bit of a mountain. I don't think you can really class it as a hill because it's really rocky, so it's a mountain. And it's the same one that they had on day 4 last year, so I think it's the biggest jebel. So I had to summit that, already feeling really knackered. It was just carnage up there. People were having a pretty bad time, just sat down, just trying to deal with the fact that it was never ending. It's like you kind of go up through a gully in it, a rocky gully, and with corners, and like every time you turn a corner in the galley, you think, okay, well, I'm going to see the top soon. You just never did. It was miserable. So that was definitely by far the hardest thing we've done here by quite a long way. But after that, it was kind of a really fun sandy descent, which was pretty cool. There should be a really cracking picture from that, which I'm really excited about. And then it was a 4K trot back into the event village, which not the hardest terrain, but it sucked. I really struggled today. Today has separated the men from the boys. I'm feeling a little bit more like a boy. Hurt lots, and I'm scared because this is just day 2 and we still haven't even done the total distance of the long day, so God knows what that's going to be like. And we've got the dunes day to look out for tomorrow. So tomorrow's the dunes day, and we start by going back up the same jebel again. So we go up the jebel, down the jebel, and then go off and run a load of dunes. It's going to be tough. I'll get back to you then. Bye.